Hello guys, in this video I'm going to state the difference between SSD and HDD. Mind you, SSD stands for solid state drive while the HDD stands for hard drive disk. So the main difference between the two is how they both access and store data. So let us talk about the HDD. So at the heart of every disk is a layer of spinning disk with a recording head on the disk where information are retrieved and saved in bits. So now the work of the spinning disk is to write and store data, which the speed is usually measured in rotation per minute, RPM. So the spinning disk can be likened to be as your regular CD-ROM or the DVD. So now to the SSD. The solid state drive do not use RPM to operate as measurement. That is why it is called solid state drive, meaning that the parts do not engage in movement, just as the hard disk that has spinning disk and recording head. So SSD use flash memory as storage, which can also be referred to as non-volatile memory, meaning that regardless of power outage, your data and files are securely saved, unlike the HDD that has a spinning disk and there is no moving mechanical part, which serves as a huge difference between the SSD and the HDD. Another major difference is the durability and reliability. Heat is the major cause of breakdown in hard drive, your HDD, and the continuous spinning of the hard drive generates heat, which is usually the cause of failure of your HDD. So your SSD do not have such part to generate heat, which can maintain low temperature with much higher frequency. So SSD can be better handled when it experiences shock, force, or shake. So it is apt to experience data loss. When your HDD falls down, there is a higher risk of damage instantly, unlike your SSD that can better handle a fall, shake, or pressure. So which one is faster, SSD or HDD? SSD offer a short boot time for your operating system, while your HDD takes a couple of time to boot up. So the difference between the speed of the boot cannot be overemphasized. SSD is 100 times faster when it comes to running of programs than the HDD. Here is the most interesting part: power and efficiency. Since the SSD do not have moving part, then it needs low power to operate compared to the HDD that uses a spinning disk to operate, which generates more power to function. So another point here is less weight and no noise. SSD is portable. SSD is smaller. SSD made easy for a new development or a new technology of laptops or computer that are currently in production. So the absence of no noise and vibration makes SSD to stand out over HDD. My name is Samson Abiodun. If you want to continue to see my posts, hit on the subscribe button.